I think it is better not to do it because your bandwidth is limited than mine,
So
right?
yeah, absolutely. I have just started streaming, right? As of now, we are online.
Okay, so yeah, streaming connection is excellent. Yeah, and I actually got the URL, right? So going to share the
Okay.
URL now. Let's see. Copy video URL and sharing it with you. There you go.
Perfect. Also,
So
tux, right?
yep. Like, can you like do it? I'm kind of
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I'm kind of
Forward tux
perfect.
forums. Yep, done.
Perfect. And yeah, let's see if someone is viewing.
Right. So
No one is viewing yet.
yep.
I'm going to stream health. Stream is healthy. No issues with that.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Okay. No one is actually.
Yeah,
No one is actually viewing. Let's wait.
yeah.
I guess
Because like
2 minutes.
shared, right? Yeah, let's wait. I guess 40 till 45, right? Then we can
Yeah,
I guess start.
45. Then if no one joins, I mean, yeah, it's fine. Like, just let's start, right?
Yep. Right.
So, can you share it with the OpenTalks group, so that Arjun might actually see.
Okay. Absolutely.
Maybe tag Arjun also, to be sure.
Yep. Done.
Okay, so
Okay. Models are running pretty good. Right.
perfect.
I'll explain like what I did, right? I mean what my team did, not just
Yeah,
we.
and we have one viewer.
Yep.
We have one viewer.
Perfect.
So yeah, I don't know who is it, right? There's no way. Who is it?
Right.
But let's see if he kind of replies in the chat window. So yeah, now YouTube is complaining about video resolution, which I forgot to change. I mean, it's not the
Okay.
2K. It's like the aspect ratio. They are not liking
I
2:1,
see.
right?
That thing. Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can stream in 2:1 There is no issue.
Yeah. It is fine, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, that person is not really chatting as of now. I hope he will send a message. I mean, it might be just that my audio didn't make it there. That can also
Yeah.
happen.
Right. Could be. Right.
It could be, yeah. And I have seen what I did now, so I think the audio did make it to there. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess we can start.
Yeah. So let's start, guys. Right. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Open Talks episode number 12. In this episode, we are going to talk about majorly 5 things, which includes framework has built an totally repairable laptop. So I mean, it is really repairable, literally repairable. You can replace anything in that laptop, right? You can whatever you can imagine, except processor. That is explainable because that is really slim, and everything is soldered. Second is Waydriod. I mean, if you are a Linux geek, you already know that what is Wayland and what is Android. But what is Waydriod? Let's see. Other than that, Apple is bringing spatial audio, which is their flagship audio feature. It is bringing that to Android. But why? Why does Apple want to support Android? There has to be something behind it, right? Let's see what that is. And Neuralink has got an FDA approval, so you will see Cyborgs running around in I guess 5 years. Right. Yeah. So I guess Abram, let's roll the intro. Okay. So yeah, the first topic is actually framework. Now we all know in this era, every manufacturer is trying to develop laptops or phones or tablets in such a way that you treat those devices like a throwable pen, right? You just buy those 1-2 rupees pen. If the ink gets exhausted, you just throw that in the dustbin and buy a new one. But they are forgetting that shit is a 1 rupee pen, and this is like $1,000 electronic device, right? You can understand like what's the complication of economics plus environment, right? So the thing is that in this era, Framework has actually built a very good laptop, which is their first laptop, I guess. It is totally modular. You can like replace any part from the laptop. Now, for example, like you can just replace the USB, the Type A USBs, Type C USBs, audio jack, or maybe literally a keyboard or anything else, right? Everything is just literally modular. Battery is easily replaceable. Everything is like open with you. Yeah. So now the point is that how will they earn money? So they are relying literally on customers. Like they are expecting customers to come to upgrade. Like if the customers want to replace or maybe upgrade the RAM or maybe hard disk, right? They will literally come to the framework, and framework will provide them the solution. So that is their business plan. I mean, I wish them very good luck, because this initiative had to be made by someone. Yeah. So I mean, that is my view. Like someone had to bring up this thing. Yeah. Like,
Okay, so yeah, like the framework is amazing, right? I mean, like at least like I don't know, I don't think it is 100% repairable, right? Repairable in the sense like it is
okay.
repairable, but if what if GPU dies, right? I mean, I think the GPU is paired with
Oh yeah.
the motherboard with the CPU, and you have to replace the whole motherboard.
Right.
But
Right.
other than that, you can replace SSDs. It is modular. You can replace all the connectors, right? I mean, the connectors are modular.
Correct.
So in theory, you don't have to worry about you just breaking your connector,
Yeah.
right? And also you can add fewer things in the future, right? I mean, like if you want, okay,
Okay.
there is actually echo issue by Arjun saying is there is echo issue. So echo,
Yeah.
yeah, my voice is not clear. Okay, so let me reduce the gain a little bit.
Is your voice not clear or mine?
Yeah, my voice is not clear, it seems. Okay,
Oh,
so
it is coming to me very clearly.
I mean, the thing
But
is, it is
from
via different channel, right?
oh, okay, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, right.
Okay, so I need some kind of confirmation. So what do you do? Like, let me
I
replace.
can go to the link, right? Just a moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you just go to the link and maybe play it?
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
echo is there, but echo is from which end? That's the question, right?
Is this the echo from my side? If it is, I have like reduced my volume. It should be gone now.
Okay, so I'm just checking, like testing 1 2 3, like it's a echo. Like, but echo is from which end? That's the question. Let's see if there is echo.
Is there
Kaushik
echo
is
from
there.
my side?
Kaushik is here.
If it is, I have like reduced my volume. It should be gone now.
Okay, so I'm just. Okay. So my voice is echoing on your side. That's what Gaurav is saying, right?
Okay.
So
Is it fine, guys, now? Because I have reduced literally my volume to literally almost 10%.
okay, still there.
Uh, Abra-
Still there. Okay.
Okay, like it will take some time for them to
1 minute. Is
reflect
the
it.
desktop audio being captured by OBS at your side?
From my side, oh man, sorry.
Desktop audio is
Sorry
being
for that.
captured. Okay, shit.
Sorry.
Okay, that is the problem.
Yeah, sorry for that, guys. It should be
Yeah,
gone now.
I
It
think
should
you
be
can
absolutely gone now.
increase your volume to 50%, right? I mean, from 10%.
Yeah, 50%. It is now 30%. It is
Okay,
fine.
so yeah, right there you go.
Yeah, gone,
That's a
gone, gone.
resolution. Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. I guess Abraham, no, you can continue now.
so framework, I guess framework is amazing, but the only problem is the GPU is not repairable, and when the CPU is fine, right? I mean, you have to still change the motherboard.
Okay.
But I do like the whole idea of having a replaceable SSD, right? I mean, SSDs die prematurely. We are coming to QLCs now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
those things die very quickly, and we need a way to
Right.
replace them. And also adding
Abraham,
obscure connectors. Yeah.
just one moment. Like just one moment. Like Steam Deck has the SSD which is actually replaceable. It is not soldered.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
saying, right?
okay. You mean the other one, the Arch
Yeah.
Linux? Yeah, Arch Linux installed Stream Deck.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, right. We were like talking about that, and one of my main concern was that, right? I mean, like SSD being soldered will be a pretty bad idea, right? I mean, for me, I do have Surface, and the Surface, the main issue is like this thing, right? Like
Thinness one.
uh, SSD dying. I have no way to replace it, right? I mean, I do have to replace it by replacing the chip, and chip replacement basically needs like you can say
Yeah.
soldering
Yeah.
skills, right?
That is
Not just
actually
soldering
correct.
skills. It's like you know those VJ repairs, right? Bolt grid array.
Yep.
But the thing is,
Right.
like
Right.
framework is built the other way, right? Like it's just modular, right? It's not like you do
Yep.
have
Yep.
you do
Yep.
not do solder or something, right? You can just swap out components and swap in. So like the
Hmm.
thing is, when I'm thinking
I
about
see.
them, right? I mean, the only GPU part is not
Yeah.
replaceable, but if they could make it the GPU part also
Okay.
like a module, right? In theory, people would really upgrade the GPU, keeping the CPU thing. Like this happens a lot, right? In PC now, like
Right.
new GPU
Right.
comes, they replaces with the new
Yep.
GPU. And if they could do that, I think a lot of people
Absolutely.
will actually buy from them the new GPU, and they will
Yep.
really get a lot of sales. And in theory, people who are like having older GPUs can upgrade to
Right.
newer older GPUs, right? I mean, like the GPUs which are getting replaced by the the bleeding edge GPUs, they will like float in the eBay, right? I mean, kind of like, and people will just buy those who are in the extreme old end, right? And that will be
Correct.
cheaper for
Correct.
them, and
Correct.
the
Correct. Correct.
whole PC market, right? How the PC works can be extended
Yep.
to the
Yep.
laptop space. So I actually think the GPU should be
Yeah.
replaceable, right? Then
Right.
the framework is much more success, but still
Right. Right.
like keeping everything replaceable, like even the screen is
Okay.
replaceable, right?
I see.
And there is even
Yep.
touch option, right? I mean, there is not touch option yet. There is the touch option in the
I
motherboard,
see.
right? It's enabled. So yeah, I think Rushik is. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's see.
Okay.
Anything wrong? Just asking. Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
Avram, one moment. Like my internet just
Okay.
went away
So
for
let me
half a
like
minute. Can you just accept the any disconnection? This way.
accepted that.
Yeah. And we might have to
Perfect.
synchronize one
Okay.
more, right? Because my
Okay.
OBS stream might have just
Yes.
restarted. I mean, it's not
Yes. This
literally,
is
but
up. This
yeah.
is up.
So like fist and thing, right? 1, 2,
Oh
3.
man, it's desynchronized. Okay. Okay. My stream is up. Your stream is up.
Perfect. Perfect. That is amazing.
Can we like do a synchronization last time?
Yeah, now it should be fine. But yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it is synchronized enough. It's enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
It's enough. Okay. Perfect.
So
Alienware 5 kg laptop has a replaceable CPU. Oh man. Okay.
oh man.
I mean, yeah, right.
5 kg, right?
Like, but the thing is, CPU. Like, I mean, CPU is way less probable to be like back again.
CPU
By the
generally,
way, do you think like the echo is back? Like, just did you like check OBS settings?
yeah,
Is it?
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Like
It's fine,
desktop
right?
audio is 0 and yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so
So
I mean you are correct, right? CPU never just dies. Like it just leaves
yeah,
until and unless you just bend the page.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, unless you have a MacBook, right? I mean, MacBook CPU dies.
Or maybe like silicon non-rotary. Like you literally got bad silicon chip. But that is very rare, actually.
Perfect. So, what do you think? Like next topic?
Yeah, so let's move to the next topic.
Absolutely.
Next topic is about Waydriod, right? So we all know what is Wayland, because I guess all the people who are watching this podcast are actually tech savvy. So Wayland is
Absolutely.
basically what you can say is I forgot the term. What's that, Abhiram?
Uh,
What
it's
do
the
you
desktop
call
environment, right? I mean, like not desktop environment.
uh,
The it's like the
display
rendering
server? Display
backend,
server.
right? Yeah, rendering backend.
Display,
So
yeah.
yes,
Okay.
it's a display server. You can
So
say, yeah.
yeah, right. So the thing is that like people at Nbox have basically developed a port from X11 to Wayland, which actually works very well in
Perfect.
Wayland, right? So
Oh,
you can assume I mean, let me introduce Nbox, right? Nbox is basically an Android emulator, I would say, but it is very close to Linux kernel, right? Those those modules are basically baked into Linux kernel. So literally you get really close to native performance. That is Nbox on X11. Now people have ported that to Wayland. So because of that, it is called as Waydroid.
oh, okay.
And like you all must have seen, so you all must have seen the video in which one person running OnePlus 6 is literally running a 3D game. That is, I guess, that game
Just to prove
is running
acceleration, I guess.
good. Yeah, right. But that game was running really good. So Abraham, this explains, right? This explains two things. One, Linux can absolutely run Android apps without lots of performance degrade. Like you
Decrease.
won't even
Yes.
notice.
Yes.
Second is Linux phones, like the real Linux phones, not OnePlus and those things, do need real hardware, really good hardware, and do need really good drivers to support the 3D acceleration. If they are given enough chance, it's like nepotism, right? Nepotism is everywhere.
Yes.
Nepotism for Android, macOS, Windows. But if given enough chance, Linux can grow and literally kill this OSs.
Absolutely.
They can just it can just grab them, like and just eat the whole thing, because it can literally run anything. So yeah, like that is pretty amazing, right? I'm now like next phone has to be Linux phone for me at least.
Exactly. Like, like I don't know if you might also like most probably you also have the same idea, right? The Android is becoming chunkier and chunkier. I do think also
Absolutely.
like the viewer Rushik also agrees, like maybe, right? Android is
Yeah.
getting chunkier and chunkier. And yeah, like but less demand and costlier to make. That is what Rushik is saying, right?
Correct. Correct.
I mean, yeah, like that is true, but if we can get it to major audience, right? I mean, like
Yep.
people
Yep.
who are not tech savvy, like buying this, then yeah, like the price will come down, right? The
Absolutely
thing
correct.
mainly was that the GPU acceleration was not there that good when compared to
I see.
those other phones, right? I mean, Pine phone
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there was one more one, which is from Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah. I also forgot. Yeah,
yeah, the one with paid, like it comes with the whole platform, right? I mean, like they have the
yep, yep.
mail, everything, like,
Correct.
and their OS runs in desktop everywhere, right? Like phones.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, 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 yes.
right. So I think like the thing is, I mean, we have the Sailfish OS, which has good acceleration, right?
Hmm,
It runs
hmm,
smooth,
hmm. Right.
but the main problem with Sailfish is that it is using first of all obsolete uh, packages. They use old packages,
Okay.
and second problem is that it can't run Android apps really well as
Yep.
Android, and
Right.
that is
Right. Right.
getting kind of like reduced by this particular uh, feature, right? I mean, Wayland, like the thing is, Xdog is obsolete, right? At this particular point, right? I
Yep.
mean, people
Yep.
should be moving to Wayland. Yeah, by Proton, yes,
Absolutely
the
correct.
Proton phone, right? So,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
right, right,
Librem,
right.
right? Librem,
Yes. Yes. Libre.
Librem Purism,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yep. Correct. Correct.
So,
Correct. Correct. Correct.
yeah, not Proton, right? Librem Purism, yeah, right,
Librem.
Librem,
Yes.
and I mean, the Librem Purism was pathetic, right? In the sense of GPU rendering, it can't even like render 720 video, I guess, 720p.
Yeah, it literally lagged. Yeah.
It literally lagged here, and I think this will basically fix it, right? I mean, he has already shown
Correct. Correct. Correct.
like complete 3D acceleration. I mean, you know,
Yep.
then
Yep.
I am pretty much assuming the cortex should be working fine and everything should be
I
fine,
see. I see.
right? So
Right.
yeah, what I'm going to do is I am going to try PostMarket OS in my OnePlus 3T, right, in the future. So
Perfect. Perfect.
let's see if it even works, right? I mean, the builds are really old. I have checked.
Yeah. And also experimental. Yep.
And also experimental. It's not stable. So
Right.
I am expecting a lot of things to not work, but the thing is, at least I
Agree.
can like try it out and maybe like give them a push, right? I
Hmm.
mean
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
in the direction,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
So yeah, like what do you think? Like
Yeah. I mean, this is one step closer to the destination, right? That we all want
absolutely.
to see within a phones in our
We don't
and our
want
privacy
Windows
also in our heads.
or Mac,
So
like I
yeah.
mean iOS or even Android. We want something
Oh
better,
yeah.
right? Something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm using Windows for a little bit now, right? You already know why, right? I mean, Windows
Correct.
for a little
Correct.
bit.
Yeah.
And the
Absolutely.
thing is, it has 16 GB of RAM, and when I compare to what 8 GB can do in my Linux laptop, I mean,
Oh
that
man.
is absolutely terrible, right? The RAM management.
Yeah. 100% terrible.
So
Right.
we need to see some OS which handles RAM very good, right? Nowadays we are
Correct.
talking 8 GB memory in phones, like
Yep.
in phones having 1080p
Yep.
displays, only displaying one app at a time normally, right? And we are using 8 GB of RAM. That doesn't make sense. And like the thing is, it is not even rendering stuff, right? And parallelly, right?
Hmm.
It maximum renders like two
Right.
apps maybe, right? I mean, the split screen.
Yeah.
So the memory efficiency seems really bogus, right? To me, right? I mean, when you think
Absolutely.
about it, you can run
It's
like
terrible.
big ass
Yeah.
applications, even
Even
with
like
4K displays, right? With 8 GB of RAM,
yeah.
it just runs fine.
Yeah.
With a lot of applications, with
Correct.
Linux and Windows, right? I mean,
Correct.
Windows is even good, right?
Hmm. Right.
So yeah, I guess if viewers have any suggestions, we will know.
Yeah. I mean, you people can see if you have your phone rooted, just go to the kernel in any kind of kernel manager. Like I go to Franco kernel manager and see the
Yes.
processes, right? You'll see like literally weird processes taking up 2-3
Yes.
percentage of your CPU, and ideal CPU will be like 10 percentage, 11, 12 percentage. It is almost
Absolutely.
similar to Windows. We can see. So I mean, Windows is still even better than Android in terms of this. Android is like eating up your CPU every time. Like every second, it is eating up your CPU. Even though Google says like we've improved battery life and those things, but it is not actually not.
I mean,
So
the thing is, Android is even not allowing you to see the processes, if I'm
yeah,
correct.
without root, it is not possible.
Without root, it's not possible. So yeah, like
Yes.
it is literally bogus, right? I mean, even hiding
Yeah.
PIDs. Why even hide PIDs? Like it just feels
Correct.
like
Correct.
uh, people like Google are like literally afraid. Like even if someone gets PID, they can just hack the whole thing. I mean, the first thing is don't run something which you really don't intend to run in your phone, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
just think twice.
Right.
That is the best security, right? And we should give
security.
Like the thing is, if we put too much security, then we are actually, compensating with the performance, right? Like that is a problem. The price we pay for the security is basically the performance. We are like trading off those things. And nowadays we are like literally on verge of inefficiency, right? I mean, if you want to copy, if you want to send something to via like from Telegram to WhatsApp, you just copy the data literally from Telegram to WhatsApp memory, then only you can send it. Why just stream it, right? I mean, Telegram streams the data, WhatsApp streams the data, directly sends. Like this is how Linux works, right? I mean, like pipes, literally. And they literally teared it down because they want security and compartmentalization. And I hope this will be a change, right? I mean,
Right.
So, next topic maybe
so I guess let's move to the next topic. Apple is basically bringing spatial audio into Android, right? So spatial audio is like your device is here, right? Your device is here. If you watch your movie from here, you will feel like audio is coming from literally from here. But if you move your device to the right side or left side, or if you move it away or closer, it will tweak the audio in such a way that you will feel like actually the screen and the the audio, both of them are moving in sync. So it will feel like you are watching a movie from a actual speaker, not the headphones. The point is that like this was a flagship feature of Apple and its ecosystem, right? So why they are breaking up their ecosystem and bringing those features to Android? The point is that they want money. Like they're not supporting every Android phones. I mean, they are supporting every Android phone, but they are not supporting every audio streams from your I would say every audio streams from your phone to your what is it called, iPod, right? I mean, I forgot.
AirPods.
So
iPod.
I even don't consider them to be remembered. So AirPods, right? So they like only from Apple Music, whichever audio comes to the earphones, it will be spatial audio and enabled. Otherwise, everything else, YouTube Music, everything else will be normal audio. So you can see here, like they want people to join Apple Music through this feature, right? Through this gimmick. Yeah, but I don't think so. Like the thing is that if a person owns AirPods, they generally own iPhone. Generally, like 95% plus. But it is good for the other Android persons, but still, it is restricted. So I don't think so. Like it's a good implementation. Yeah, it's not even an implementation, it's a hack.
Yeah, I mean, I do also think something like that, right? Like it is not a hack, obviously. Like it is just that they are just limiting, right? So that they're saying, okay, Android, is shit. Come to iOS, right? Like
right.
It's just that like I hate this a lot, right? Like when you compare iPhone and Android, they both have processor, RAM, everything, right? I mean, both are Turing complete machines. Both are equally capable of running something, and just the companies decide they don't want to, right? So let's like put that subject aside. Let's talk about the audio delivery, right? So what I think is like the Apple Music is having some detection of AirPods, right? And AirPods have some sort of detection of an audio stream. Let's see. And it might. This is what I'm saying, right? If I am implementing something like this, I will implement like this.
Right.
And let's say, Apple Music just detects the AirPods and switches to a new kind of encoded format, right? In that there is spatial audio encoded in a different format. It's not, PCM. It's not like AC3, or it's not anything like that, right?
Okay.
SBC,
Okay.
like there is a lot of audio codecs, right? It's not any of
Yeah.
that. PCM is like a raw uncompressed audio, right?
Okay. Okay.
So it's not anything like that. Maybe they invented a new one just to
Yeah.
connect with the earphones. And when the
Right.
earphones kind of, like
Yeah.
finds this particular screen, they just switch to that, right?
Okay. Okay.
And kind of like it just decodes, right? The hardware is already
Yeah.
there, like it's capable of decoding it.
Right.
Uh, I think there's a chat message. So, is
Oh,
possible
okay.
for an Android phone company to optimize each app for its particular device, like iPhone? Okay, so the optimization on Android, right? I mean, that is a totally different topic in the sense like the main
Yeah.
problem there is a lot of SOCs, and people are basically buying old, not buying old, having new, right? Different types of uh, CPUs, right? They do have. And the
Okay.
problem is the CPU
Okay.
supports different instruction sets, like, in the sense like,
I
they all
see.
support
I
ARM,
see.
but there is a little bit of optimizations on different CPUs, because,
Yeah.
some CPU will be better at running the particular sequence of instruction than other, right?
Right.
And
Right.
more
Absolutely.
more the time goes, Snapdragon, what they're going to do is they're going to find out what the people need now, right? What is the
Yeah.
common thing now, and they are going to optimize for that, and that might actually make it worse for the older chips.
Right.
And there might
Right.
be
Right.
even
That.
fallbacks, right? If you have a new instruction added,
Yes.
then the like that instruction might not, like, let's say your app is like, written for the newer platform, and you are basically installing it in an older platform, and
Yeah.
what it will try to do is it will try to load the first, the newest, with the old
Okay.
instruction
Okay.
kernel, right? You can say,
Yeah.
and it will start to run, and something what will happen is that it will see instruction fault, right? The hardware is not capable of running instruction,
Yeah.
uh, like unknown instruction error, you can say, right? So what it will do is
Okay.
it will switch back to a very legacy kernel, like you
Mm-hmm.
can say even legacier than what the customer is running on the device, right?
Okay.
And that is the
Okay.
easiest way, because kind of like there is
Yeah.
only two, right? Two variable,
Right.
a
Right.
legacy and bleeding edge, kind of like
Yes.
maybe like a some one or two in the middle, right? Like, but the
Right.
thing is, when you go that legacy, you literally lose the
Yeah.
performance a lot, right? So the main
Absolutely. Like.
problem is that phone companies can't optimize, because phone
Yeah.
companies
Even
are
if they
the
want
not
to.
the ones delivering that.
Exactly.
Like it's basically Play Store, and the problem is even Play Store doesn't have access to source code, right?
Yep.
Like source code is
Yep.
sealed, and it is only accessible by the developer himself. I mean,
Exactly.
himself or herself, like
Right.
we have to have gender equality, right? Okay, so the thing is, uh, without source code, there is no way to optimize it. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
there might be by reading instructions, like there might be a little bit of
Mm.
optimizations they can do, but with the source code, what they can do, right? I mean, that is very
Right.
much higher, I guess. Okay, so
Correct.
coming back to the topic, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like audio getting encoded and sent to the, like these airports, right? I mean, Apple airports, and airports just decode it and play it, right? Now the spatial audio component can be in the airport or in the phone, right? I mean, it depends. Maybe airport is given an instruction, okay, like, this user is particular point in the room, so modify the audio to that particular point,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
something like that. Okay, so he said thank you. Okay,
Correct.
glad I can help, right? Okay, so we have
Absolutely.
the airports basically decoding it and playing it, and now if someone can actually hack the protocol, they can in theory
Yeah.
make it compatible for any device, right? I mean, any app, kind
Right.
of like even for Google
Right.
Play
Right.
Music. But the problem is intellectual properties, right? I don't think
Yeah.
uh, intellectual property, like, Apple will sue you, right? I mean, 100% they will
Yeah. Absolutely.
sue
Like they
you.
will don't they won't wait even a second. Like they will see you
So
literally the moment they detect.
I don't think that is even possible, right? I mean, like it's not like theoretically not possible. It's like practically infeasible.
Yep.
Uh, so
Right.
I think there's no way, right? I mean, you can just buy, I guess, instead of AirPods, the normal, Android compatible ones, which doesn't have any fancy features, right? Fancy features.
Correct.
Or yeah, like
Yep.
Arjun
So,
has
I
message
guess.
peace, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really
Should
good
we
to
go to
know
the
that
next?
Arjun is watching the stream, right?
Perfect.
Let's go to the next topic, I guess.
Okay, so Neuralink has got the FDA approval to, plant, I would say, electrodes in the brains of real humans, right? So it is actually good in terms of uh, spatially abled people, right? Who cannot actually walk or maybe type or something like that. So just by thinking something, they can actually interact with the electronic device and kind of, do their work. The point is that how far it can go, right? How long, I mean, how dark the consequences can be. So that is also one point to be criticized. Like, I would say, if it is limited to the people who are actually getting the benefits, not the over benefits, is actually is the correct way to use the technology. But we all know, like, what will happen if the cyborgs are on the road. Yeah. So that's my point of view, right?
Let's see, I mean, positives of technology, right, versus
Yeah.
negatives. Let's say
Yeah.
positives first, right?
Yeah.
So if you have Neuralink, in theory, people
Right.
who have cancer, who have lost their
Right.
motor functionality, right, and people who have
Correct.
met
Correct.
with accidents or some kind of a, those people who are born without any kind
Oh
of
man.
limbs
Yeah.
and stuff like that, right? Like so, those
Right.
all people can basically benefit from this, right? I mean, literally
Yeah.
benefit.
Absolutely.
They
Yeah.
they
Right.
will
Right. Right.
absolutely
110%.
change their total perspective of their life, right? I mean,
Yes.
they can
Absolutely
just
correct.
live like normal people who are born with no issues and people who are not met
Right.
with any accidents, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it won't be as perfect. I don't think won't be as perfect as having a
Mm-hmm.
limb, right? I mean, you won't feel
Right.
anything that much, right? But
Yeah.
it may, right? I mean, we don't know, right? Like in the
Correct.
future, they might add a feature uh,
Mm.
like that. So,
Yeah.
like, it is
Yeah.
absolutely good, right? The technology is absolutely good. And
Right.
I do think in the future, let's say,
Yeah.
what if you can just drive your car with Neuralink without
Okay.
really touching the steering wheel, right? Like,
I see. I see.
so
Right.
what you can do is you can just, not like sleep or something like that. Right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
you can just
Yeah.
stay
Yeah.
on the road, but you can just have
Right.
your hands, right? So in theory, you
Correct.
can just feel relaxed. You don't need to use your legs for
Yeah.
pressing the brakes or accelerator. So you can just be relaxed
Mm-hmm.
and you can just think
Right.
about what to do, and the thing
Yeah.
the Neuralink will do it for you.
Correct.
And
Correct.
something like other thing will be like, okay, what if you're met with an accident, right? Like,
Oh.
one
Okay.
first thing you
Okay.
will do is you will try to slam the brakes, then you will have a confusion,
Yeah.
what is the brake, right? I mean, which one
Yes.
of them is
Yes.
the brake, and things like that.
Right.
um,
Right. Right.
so those confusions basically, like, you're remembering that you have to brake, but you kind of
Yeah.
forgot what is
Yeah.
a brake, right? But the thing is,
Exactly.
Neuralink will actually fix it for you because you remember to
Hmm.
brake, kind of.
Correct.
and
Correct. Correct.
and from the if it has a way to know how anxious you are, or
Hmm.
how much adrenaline
Yeah.
you have, right, in your system. It will also know that you are literally, like, uh, in a hurry, right, to set the brakes, so it will like pump at 100%, right?
Absolutely.
So
Right. Right. Right.
now let's talk about, I guess, the negatives. So before
Okay.
that, I think we have a message. Why don't Google
Yeah.
just kill the Gcam project? I mean, the modes of other devices. Like, the thing is, they are killing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are absolutely killing Gcam project, right? Like,
Oh man.
it's just like, they are like, taking a knife, stabbing it slowly, like, keeping on moving it,
Yeah.
right? Until, like,
Right.
one day the heart stops, right?
Right. That is actually correct.
That is how they do things, right? They just kill the mods,
Right.
right? I mean, not just the Gcam, like, all the mods are
Yeah.
dying, and there is no way, right? I mean,
Okay.
Apple killed the mods with iOS, and
Yeah.
Android wants it too, like with
Right.
Android, right? I mean, Google wants it too with Android. So
Correct.
Android wants it too with Android. That feels weird. Okay. Right. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, I mean, Android 11 is dead, right? I mean, like AAB
Yeah.
support
Right.
killed everything. So, I mean, it is dead,
Right.
but I don't know, like, maybe in the future, Google might actually leak their private key and maybe
Yep.
like we
Yep.
can
Yep.
sign
Yep.
and, maybe like release apps, right? Let's
Right,
see,
bro.
right? How
Right.
integrated that is a question, right? I mean, like the keys.
Correct.
But my hopes are like, maybe we can push it a little bit, but the inevitability
Yep.
is like, it's just inevitable, right? I mean, it's inevitable that
Yeah. Yeah. It is
Google is going
absolutely
to kill.
inevitable. Right.
So, right. Going back to the disadvantages, right? So, disadvantages of
Yeah.
Neuralink will be like, okay, think about like the data they can get, right? I mean, with the Neuralink,
Mm-hmm.
what they can get in the sense like, people are
Yeah.
moving here and there. They know exactly where they are. They know exactly what they're
Correct.
thinking. Things like that.
Yep.
And also,
Right.
I mean, if you do data mining on that, you can kind of trace each people, right? I mean, if you enhance people, right? Like I told you, right? I mean, enhance people's
Yeah.
ability by adding driving facility, right? So something like anyone who actually has a car will actually buy a Neuralink, right?
I see. I see.
Right? I mean, by a Neuralink. So now, not just the
Absolutely.
disabled people are like affected. All the
Yep.
people who are using Neuralink are affected. So this is the
Correct.
negative side. But the thing is, if we can make laws which prevents this, right? I mean, prevents the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and also
Right.
if caught, they must be like given a very big penalty, right? I mean,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
then
Correct.
in theory they won't do it, right? I mean, if it's a
Yeah.
small penalty, I
Yeah.
am pretty sure that they will like just let it slide, right? They will just
Right.
hide
Right.
it. Um,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
so disadvantages are a lot, right? I mean, when you think about the privacy point of view, right? Privacy is
Yep.
one getting really affected. Like the thing is, you can just take your phone and just put it somewhere and just go away, right?
Right.
You can just put your
Right.
laptop somewhere and go away. You can't just
Yep.
take something which is embedded in your body and
Exactly. Exactly.
throw it away, right?
Correct.
Like it
Correct.
just
Correct.
doesn't
Correct.
work that way. So it's like you're
Absolutely not.
just signing up for life to that
Yep.
particular
Yep.
thing,
Yep.
and it needs to be private, right? And
Right. Right.
hope Elon Musk knows it and keeps the
Yeah.
privacy of
Right.
their users.
Right.
So yeah, like FTA,
Yeah.
right? I mean, go ahead, like I guess this is pretty good because normally people doesn't get FDA approval, right? They don't get human trial thing, right?
Correct. Correct. Correct.
But my perspective is like science will be like if you want to try something on humans, just ask,
Hmm.
and there will be
Yeah.
volunteers who will be like
Right.
okay to try it, and
Absolutely correct.
they if they are okay to die, they like give them a chance, right? Maybe like the people who are
Yeah.
near death are volunteering, right?
Right. Right.
And
Right.
for them,
Right.
it's like maybe like one day they might have lived more, right?
Yep.
When they compare to this. So I
Correct.
don't think like too much approvals. These kind of things are like these are rubbish, right? Just
Yep.
voluntarily approving by each person, like signing it, and it should be
Yeah.
on their own will, right? Not forced anything.
Right. Right.
They have to
Right.
just
Right.
sign it. Then only the science can proceed, right? With medicine, like
Absolutely correct.
medicine.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, it
yeah.
will like stop.
Correct.
There's a lot of things which are in paper, right? Like not yet implemented. If they are implemented,
Yep.
we can save a lot of life at this particular point,
Right. Right.
right?
Right. Right.
And they are not implemented just
Yep.
because they don't get approval, right, to human tests.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, neural net, like, just take off, right? Let's see.
Right.
So I think that ends
Okay.
our
So I guess
topics.
with that we come to the end of our 12th episode, right?
Yep.
So I guess please do like, share, and subscribe. Please share this this podcast with your tech-savvy friends, and we will meet every Sunday around 9 to 10 p.m. Right, around at this time.
Right. So
So yeah, bro.
yeah,
Okay. I
I think
guess
you can roll the outro, right?
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.